Hola, I'm Soraia, and we are in the official countdown for Spacetember. So the video today is going to be about answering the questions that I created last year, the Spacetember coloring tag. I added an extra question this year, and last year I didn't do them because I didn't have a YouTube channel. So this year I'm doing the coloring tag in YouTube. But if you don't have it, you can answer them on Instagram like I did last year, or you can leave me your answers at the comment section, because I would love to see what you will answer. So let's start. The first question is, what's your favorite memory related to space? And one of my favorite memories has to do with this. So when I was 18, I went to Washington and I visited Washington, D.C., and I visited several museums. And one of them was the Air and Space Museum. So I loved seeing everything space related. And when I went to the gift shop, this is what I bought. It's not exactly these stars, but I bought glow-in-the-dark stars. And then when I arrived to Portugal, I just glued them on top of my bed, and that was my view going to sleep for many years until I left and I went to the States to study. So going to that museum and seeing all the space stuff was amazing. And as an homage, I bought these stars to do an Ivy page. As you know, each page has different materials that I'm using, and I'm creating my own story. And in my story, the Enchantia, the place that Johanna created, is in space, of course. So we have a lot of space elements, including a lot of Star Wars that I love. But this is more or less in the middle of the book, if you want to go and check the original page. But in this page, there was only stars and some other stuff with a lot of text. So I created this page. So it's washi, paper, sticker, and then I put the glow-in-the-dark stars. And it's funny because when I was working the page, when I went to sleep, I saw the glow and I'm like, what is glowing? And then I remember it was a page that I was working on. So yeah, and then on the other side the whole page was this moon. So I colored the moon, I cut it off, and then we have the same materials as this one. So yeah, this is one of my favorite memories related to space. Question number 2 is your favorite space movie. And if you know me, I think it's not difficult to discover what my answer is going to be. So my favorite space movie, it's the 9 movies of Star Wars. As many of you know, I'm a very big fan of Star Wars. And I'm just sharing you, this is just so you have something to see. But this was the water bottle that I used to bring with me when I was teaching or going to conferences and meetings. So yeah, it's a Star Wars. I mean, it's a little bit worn off because I used it a lot of times, but this was what I brought with me. So yeah, Star Wars. Then the third question is, what's your favorite space TV series? And this is one of my favorite space TV series. So it's Cosmos, A Space-Time Odyssey. So this is a documentary series, and it's just amazing. I love the way that they explain science. And also when I was teaching documentary at university, it's amazing because you give theory and then you need to give examples so students can see what they are. So see, I have here episode number 5, episode number 11. So I have here like examples of things that I was talking about in theory, and this way students had examples. So I loved this TV series. Now, question number 4, which is favorite space coloring book or page. And once again, if you have been following the pages that I have done. It's no surprise to see this book. So this was one of the first books that I started coloring, and this is my happy book, because whenever I come here and do a page, I know I'll be happy. Not with the end result, usually yes, but just coloring in it. So I have several pages here. This one I consider my favorite page, just because it's a page that I didn't give up adult coloring, because when I started I didn't have problems with my hands, but after a couple of months my wrist started hurting, and then I had problems with these hands. So yeah, I started doing collage, and this was like my first attempt. So this was my not giving up page. And then there are several pages here. Like this one was done for last Spacetember. It was Men in Black. That was the prompt. So that's one of the pages. Then this one also for Spacetember. That was for May the 4th be with you. So I'm not doing this like from beginning to front like I did with Alien Worlds and Ivy and the King Butterfly. I have several ideas. But yeah, I'm just doing them. This was for autumn. This was this year. May the 4th be with you. So yeah, I have, this was for Christmas in July last year. So I just come here with no rush and I just do them. This one was a double page that I had. So this was Spacetember last year, and I saw this documentary. It's OP. So if you haven't seen it, go and see it, and then let me know if you liked it or not, because I don't know how you can reach the end of that documentary and don't feel like such a connection with Hopi. He's like just amazing little robot. So yeah, this is all collage, and this was from a Star Wars coloring book. So yeah, in this book I play a lot. Another mandala. This was the white and black challenge from Doodle Robot. So yeah, my favorite coloring book, just because when I color in it I have happy memories. It's not that the style is the best in the world, but I love just coming here and do it like slowly and so on. So yeah, my favorite coloring book. Now the next question is favorite supplies to color space. So hang on. Because to answer this question, let's go to this book. So I completed Alien Worlds a couple of months ago, and this book is about space, and also the co-hosts for Spacetember are everyone at the Alien Worlds data report. So here's the book that everyone helped me complete, because when I entered the group, I just started coloring the first pages, and then they went with me throughout the whole journey. So in this book I created my own Star Wars story. So besides having the story of Kerby, I created a Star Wars story. And let's see just like the supplies, because all of these are space pages, so you can see the supplies that I used. So here it's acrylic, and then paint. This is spray paint, which I love. So this is definitely one of the materials that I love to use is spray paint. So if you want to see the whole story, you can just go to my YouTube channel, and it's the first video. So you can see me reading my story and just going through all these pages. So once again, we have the spray paint, and this is a little bit of glitter glue or glitter paint, one of the two. So here we have the characters, and see all of this is just spray paint. I was using all the colors that I had basically. So yeah, then starts the planets. So I use a lot of paper, a lot of collage. This was metallic wash, and then this was stencil with metallic paint. and black paper. So yeah, paint, it's something that I really enjoy. So this chapter was inspired by Clint, so you have a lot of papers. So yeah, it was a lot of collage here, and then, you know, the aliens, it was usually a base of paint, and then on top it was alcohol markers or acrylic markers. So yeah, here's the keys. This one has also glitter glue on top. That's why you are seeing everything shine, because it's a clean temple. Okay, so second chapter, it's this one, and I use granulating Gansai Tami watercolor, which I love to do it. So I just got the new colors, and yeah, so all of this chapter was done with that paper. This is watercolor, also from Gansai Tami, and then you have acrylic, but yeah, see, the watercolor was the sky. So this is nail polish, because to put on top of the watercolor, if I use other materials, they will activate the watercolor, so I use this one. So a little bit of glitter. So for each chapter, so this is also nail polish. So for each chapter, I used more or less the same materials. Okay, and then we reach to the next one. So I love to use, you know, black paper, and then this is metallic paint, and this is paper. So all of these metallic paint paper. This was wrapping paper, more wrapping paper. So this was paper, and then this is metallic paint, and then alcohol markers. This is alcohol markers and paint also. See, all of this. Okay, this is glitter paper for the background. This is metallic paint, and then alcohol markers. We have the only 3D element of this book is this one, because I cannot stand all of these teeth. And then on Ivy, you see that all the pages have the challenges is for all the pages to have 3D elements, or almost all of them. So next chapter. So this was a lot of materials thrown here. So it was acrylic paint, it was also spray paint, and then here we have metallic paint, and then we have the papers. So yeah. So in this one, I just used the spray paint here for the skies, and then all of this is metallic marker. So this chapter, it was all of that spray paint and then metallic marker. See the spray paint, because this is textile paint, so you're not supposed to use it in paper, but I was using it anyways. So yeah, this one has metallic watercolor, that's why you are seeing all the shine, and see all the spray. Yeah, the alien metallic watercolor, also spray paint, acrylic marker, metallic marker. I think it didn't have any acrylic. I think it was only metallic markers here. Yep. So the same. And then almost reaching the end. So next chapter, it was, once again, I used different colors for the galaxy. And then here it's paint, and then I have ink around. And this is the next chapter, and then this is paper. So yeah, the next chapter. So paper, and it's always here the same thing. It's paint, metallic paint, and then this one had acrylic marker here on top. Okay, more, it's always the same thing. This is just collage of the stones, and then you have ink. Yeah, ink here. This was gel pen. And this is brochure that you're going to see in the next chapter. I also love to use this. Okay, more. So here it is. See, this is all brochure. Everything that you are seeing in brown. So if you ask me what's brochure, it's a watercolor powder. So it comes in powder, and if you put water, it activates, and you have like different colors like this. The problem is this, so it bleeds through, and that's why I use more than one copy when I'm doing, you know, a complete book, so I don't have to worry with this, because if I was saving every single page, yeah, it will be just too much. So I just prefer to have another copy. So this is the metallic watercolor, and this that you are seeing here, it's gel crayon that I just put like this, so you have like a different texture. Okay, another chapter. So in this one, this is glitter paper. So in this one, what I used, and also I love to use this material, is gouache. So here, all of this is gouache, is hemi gouache, and then this one is watercolor and with acrylic on top. So that was this planet. See, it was like that. They all have the same materials. It's running now. Okay, this one has glitter paper, and I use here also gel crayon for this one. This is glitter glue to have the red shine. Okay, again, this was just so fun to do because I was just inventing. Okay, another chapter. This one is the crystal one, and instead of me just coloring all of the crystals and taking the rest of my life doing it, I just used sticker holographic paper. So you have the crystals, don't you? Yeah, more. So this was all paper collage. It's the same thing. It's paint, and then you have the or it's acrylic or aqua marker, and then you have here the stickers. Here's the tiny astronaut, another one. Oopsie. So another creature here. This is sticker, but this is actually paper, so it just depends on what I have at hand. Another one. Yeah, so see, this one is paper and this one is sticker. And now another planet. So here it's paper, this was holographic sticker, and then this is the same thing. So it's just, this is really fast and easy to do, metallic paint. So this was supposed to be the Aurora Borealis, so instead of me coloring it, I just used the sticker, and yeah, it has the effect. So a lot of snow, so paper. This I use the punch to do the snowflakes. Here are the Portuguese sardines. These are napkins. And then the paper, I cover it with a wash of metallic watercolor. So all of these pages, I know that you really don't see a lot, but if I grab it, because it's ice, so I wanted everything to be shiny. So yeah, they all have that coat of shininess. Okay, so here I use many different colors of watercolor. So see, the paper doesn't like it, as you can see, but I don't care. I love to use water, and I use it all the time. Okay, so see the shininess of the paper. Yes, so all of this was a wash of watercolor. Another chapter, and in this one what I was using was a lot of ink. I was using, so this is circles, it's ink. I was using all the metallic of this, see, metallic glitter glue also. Oopsie, hang on. Yeah, this was almost 90 pages, so it was a lot. Okay. And I had the paper, but then I used stencils, so with paint, so this was also fun. So here it is. See, stencils with paint. Here I was mark making on top of the paper with metallic paint. So yeah, those are my gladiators. Again, metallic paint, because everything here was round, so I was using different round things. This is the toilet paper roll, and here's the little man, and here you have washi tape like centering in him, and it has little, see, little circles. So I know it's very subtle, but that was the point. The same thing. So all of this was collage. On top of the paper I put the glitter. This is circles that I punched. I put the metallic here. The creature I also punched circles, and it's the back because it had other stuff. He's holding like the tablet. He was holding the tablet, so I just created my own. So more paper here. And this is the last chapter. Yeah, it's the ancient civilization. So once again, paper, metallic paint, ink, metallic paint, a lot of metallic paint on top of the paper. Here's the astronaut. This one I was using watercolor pencil and ink. The same thing, a lot of collage, metallic watercolor. This was acrylic marker, then watercolor pencil, more collage, glitter paper. And then we reach the end. This is just stamps that I use, letter stamps. And yeah, so these are the materials. That's the last page. These are the materials that I used for coloring space, and I really enjoy all of them. So I guess it just depends on what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so next question. Hang on, let me just put this away. Okay, so next question. Favorite colored space page? So last year I did this one that I really enjoyed doing. So this was black paper that I used distress oxide, and that's how I did the sky. Then I used two different coloring pages. So you have this one that was a spaceship, and then I have the Little Mermaid, and I joined the two pages, and then I created my own space page. So this is for sure one of my favorite colored pages. Now, next question. What do you love about the space theme? What I love is this. It's the possibilities. So you can use whatever materials that you want, all the colors that you want, because I mean, if Little Mermaid went to space, she's not having anything to help her breathe. I'm sure she might turn purple or something like that. So just all of these possibilities, I just love it. So favorite space quote. So this one is from Carl Sagan. So this is my art journal. So right now I only did the background, so I'm filling it up. So if you want to see all the backgrounds, I have it in a video on my channel, but this is my favorite quote. We are made of stardust, by Carl Sagan. So I'm working on this page. But yeah, this is one of my favorite quotes. And then we have the Toy Story quote, which is to infinity and beyond, and I also enjoy that quote very much. Now, question number 9. Would you travel in a spaceship? Yes. I was very surprised with the answers from last year. Some people will travel, others no, but yeah, I mean, I would love to travel, of course. My idea of traveling in a spaceship, it's like in Star Wars and Star Trek, that you have all the comfort in the world. Is not that like the real right now travel in a spaceship, where you have, I mean, just all the gadgets, the space is just so tiny. I mean, yeah, I mean, my idea is like in the movies idea, not in the reality right now. And then the last question is this one. What do you like most about Spacetember? And for me, there are 2 things that I love about Spacetember. So last year, I had a lot of feedback from people telling me that they never colored a space page and they had a blast doing, because they were trying new things. And for me, I just love that, because I love to try new things. And I also want other people to try new things, because you never know what you are going to enjoy. So that spirit of exploration, which is what exploring space is all about, I just love, love, love that. And then number 2 was all the feedback that I got of people having fun and talking with each other and doing body colors. There were so many body colors done last year. So I just hope that this year is the same thing and that everyone is going to have a blast. So I would love to see your answers to this coloring tag. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Please tag me, because social media, it's becoming increasingly hard to find things. So if you don't tag me, I might there's a very big probability that I'm going to miss it, which I would be very sad, but that's how things are. So please just tag me so I can see it. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about the challenge that I'm putting out there to see who wants to join me in altering a coloring page for Spacetember 2025. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!